Well, it's now Jordan Love as well, as he goes 22 of 32, 258. 4 of them found the end zone, did have an INT, ran it for another 13. As this Green Bay team continues to take form, now 4-2, in what proves to be a black and blue, but also multiple NFC North. Let's start right there, Mac. This is going to be some fun divisional football. Green Bay, they're for real. Minnesota appears to be for real. We got a Detroit Lions team that could be the best team in the conference. The Bears have shown signs of being a true contender as well. What about this performance by Green Bay told you that this is the way that they win? I know Arizona didn't give the biggest resistance here, but ran the ball effectively, threw when necessary, and executed in all facets.
This game, the game today, one thing it showed me is that Jordan Love is 100% healthy.
Yeah. You got
from the knee ailment.
That little back foot thing.
Yeah, the back foot thing is there when he just floats on that back foot. He just casually throws a dime. But also, too, think about some of the running yards he was able to get avoiding pressure. That's something that you need to see because you got to keep it real. He's a pocket passer, but he's athletic enough to make things happen with his legs. So he seems to be fully removed from that knee injury that happened week 1, and the rhythm of the offense is there. So you talk about Jordan Love. This is a guy that's overly talented. I know we always talk about talented quarterbacks, just natural throws of the football. We always highlight a guy like Pat Mahomes or Justin Herbert or C.J. Stroud. You have to highlight Jordan Love's arm because that throwing arm is lovely. And today he showcased that. Not to mention he got Romeo Doubs involved. You talked about being disgruntled a week ago. Now he's back involved into the passing game as well, 2 receiving touchdowns. Eventually, they're going to get their prize free agent investment going in Josh Jacobs. But as a team today, they ran for 179 yards. And I'll say this, Joe. We're living in a world right now, and I say this with all the confidence that I have. We're living in a world right now. If you were to rank the top 5 teams in the NFC, 4 of them coming from the NFC North.
It's hard to argue with. It truly is. 4 of them, you said.
4 of them in the top 5. If you had your top 5 NFC teams right now.
I thought you were going to say 3.
I would say 4. And you have 1 spot for another team.
We got a Bears highlight coming up later on in the hour, and I appreciate you saying that. I don't know if you're pandering to me, but we will get there. I do need a thought here on the Cardinals as well, because this was a watershed moment. You're sitting at 2-3. You go on the road, a tough place to play always, and you walk out of there 2-4. I have written, and this was an early thought, exposed as soft. Now, they did fight back in the 3rd quarter to make this respectable. You walk away from this game feeling what about the Cardinals moving forward?
I was disappointed in the Cardinals because you look at what they did last week against San Francisco, right? Being down double digits in the 2nd half and just finding a way to win. You played physical football, you forced turnovers, you came into a ball game today on the road with a lot of momentum, and you just were flat the entire ball game. And outside of just being outplayed, just think about the mental errors. I have it here. Arizona, they had 13 penalties for 100 yards.
You're not going to Green Bay giving up a football field and going to win a football game.
Compared to Green Bay only had 5 penalties. You know what I mean? And 3 fumbles.
Yeah.
The Cardinals had 3 fumbles today, and they lost all 3 fumbles. So it's paramount to be smart with the football, play clean football when you're on the road. But when you look at what they did last week, I feel like we would see a better performance from Arizona. And what we saw was a team that we've seen in years past that seemed to be outmanned, could not get things going on either side of the football field, and just bad, sloppy football.
It's a team with talent, but you don't know what you're going to get from an execution standpoint on a week-to-week basis. We've seen flashes of it, but they needed a flash in this game, and they certainly did not. It's Green Bay coming away with another win.